That's crazy. That is fucking crazy. What is going on? Thanks, Resub Elder. It's just this game. It is actually just this game. I've already restarted Steam. I've restarted my computer earlier today. Why is this happening? Thanks to Resub Chimpanzee and Isaac. Thanks to Resub Brady and Matt. Whoa, TSM dropped their Rainbow Six Siege roster? I didn't know that. Thanks to the Resub Corn, Funky, and Microwave. I had no idea. Thanks to Resub Slasher. And the Resub Brandon and Thrasher, Fan, and the 10 gift subs.
What do you want?
Deathlockalypse. Thank you for that. Thanks to the resub Lumeri, Lewis, and the Prime. Bordy, and resub Lil. Yeah, just showered. Thanks to tier 1 Thickalus and the resub. Savo, Ankle, PP, and gift sub. Kendricks. The resub Barge and 5 gift subs. Simtex. Thank you, man. No, I've just now got past tutorial. I'm only like 4.5 hours in. So I'm gonna see if the game really pops off, opens up. We'll see. Thanks a resub. Raicha. The resub. Combustible. And the bits. Fifi. And the resub. Smoger. And tier 1 comic. Just watch this guy's toast make fun of your fridge. Man, what the fuck? My Divine Peach G Fuel fridge? Wait, that shit is so hype. There's no way. No shot he was making fun of that. That fridge slaps. No way. Thanks resub Victor and the Prime Exotic. Gift sub comic and the Bits King. And the resub Calamitous. Generic and the Bits Bubs. I guess we'll see generic. Am I gonna enable drops? No. Thanks resub Rad and Vandrid. Forgot to. Don't feel like doing it now. Thanks Prime Jake and Obsidious. This is the Prime Trapezoid and the resub Kia. Is this game good? I'm not really into it. I don't like Harry Potter very much, and this is very much just like you're a student at Hogwarts. And since I don't really care about the wizarding world, that means nothing to me. So I haven't been super into it. The combat's cool, visuals are cool, but I don't care about the characters. I don't care about the world. And that's like half of the shit. And all the dialogue's kind of bad. They just kind of vomit exposition at one another and then repeat it back. But I'm only like 4.5 hours in, so maybe it gets better. I do like the combat though. Thanks to give sub Regent and the resub Barmel. And tier 1 Queasy. Hey, thanks Cam. It's Moist Global. Thanks to the bits Saris, Raicha, and Justin. And the tier 1 Burmese. Thanks to tier 1 Syntax and the resub Lucid and give sub Anthropomorphic. And give sub Generic. And tier 1 Noah. Thanks to the resub Night Owls. I'm gonna give sub again Anthropomorphic and resub Redacted. Once I'm done with this smoothie, I'll start. I want to finish it first. These are 2 gift subs, Anthropomorphic, and the gift sub Kendricks. Kendricks. And give sub Nox, and the resub Pog. And the resub Tiger and Zagzo. And give sub Minty. And the resub Gary. And Oak. And the resub Snow. Hope you enjoy it, Flare. Or Fiar. Thanks for 10 gift subs, Purge. Appreciate it, man. Hope you had a good day. Thanks to tier 1. Saris. And the resub Michael. People comparing this game to Bully. I mean, I get the comparison because they both take place at a school, but I think this is very, very far from Bully. Thanks to resub Toda, Prone, and Colorado in the prime Tim. Maybe it becomes more like Bully as it opens up. Couldn't tell you. Thanks to resub Simo and AirPods. And Gamer. The 5 gift subs again, Kendricks. Thank you, man. A bit Sergio. Tier 1 Canadian. Damn, that's a big ass cup. Yeah, I know. I got the large chocolate Hulk from Smoothie King. Today was basketball day with the boys. So we were running full court. 3 games. Need to replenish the calories. Well, you're the big 5K bits. Good to see you again, Bobby. Hope you're doing well. I don't know. That's a good question. I have to check on the win rate. Thanks to resub Starzy and tier 1 grits. And the bits fart. You have to be tall for basketball. Tell that to my beautiful shot. I'm finally starting to get it back. I think I went 4 for 7 from the 3 today. I had some all-star drives. I'm starting to get the baseline reverse back. So, we're getting back in form. We're getting back in basketball shape. We're gonna start streaming it again soon. Or, start streaming it soon. That way chat doesn't just have to take my word for it. Even though I already have 2 videos of my beautiful basketball shot. For some reason people still call cap, which is crazy. I've always been a good shooter. Thanks to resub Serena, Floyd, and Blank. And the bits brighter and same. You looking to score more points than LeBron? That's the goal. Now that Kareem's kind of washed up since he lost his record, he's welcome to join us on our court if he wants to try and, like, reclaim his glory. Thanks for resub, Cool Cat. And the bit Sylvie. I haven't started yet. I want to finish my shake, or my smoothie first. That gives everyone a chance to trickle in anyway. Thanks, bits candy. The resub Curseful. And the bits Atlas. The resub Caesar. No, I think it was a good conversation. Thanks to resub Leonhardt and the gift sub. Montelamar. Thanks to the Prime Jason. Resub Jaybird and Mazzy and Veggie.
Everybody grab a broom and we shall get started.
Mr. Clopton, your attention, please. Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class.
Hey, what's up, nerds?
The goal of today
Bunch of
is
fucking
to remind
idiots
all
out
of you
here.
how to maneuver on a broom.
I've already killed 10 men,
safely.
by the way.
As broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation. This, I fear, some of you have forgotten. Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu. Not a fan, I take it? Now,
Thanks,
let's
you
see
some
how
whale.
well everyone
The
kept up
Bitsigan,
with their
Bobby, and
practice
Sylvie.
over the summer holidays.
I wouldn't
For
say
those
so
who
at the
need a
moment, Bobby,
refresher,
but I'm not far
step
enough.
up to your broom, say up firmly and
Thanks, Prime
clearly,
Jaded and the Resub
then
Drippy.
kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up.
The Resub Dinah.
Thank you. Now, your turn.
Up.
Up, you stupid ratty school broom!
Why is he getting so upset immediately? It just started.
Up.
One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off.
Thanks to Resub, Yup, and Dylan. Yeah, they absolutely will, Poyo.
And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once.
Thanks Resub Stainless and the Resub
Good.
Sarah.
Now, for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take care. The brooms are
Wish I had
school
my own
property.
broom.
I want them returned in one piece.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we? This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
What a view!
Hello! Nice day for a flight!
Looking good.
Made it!
Where's my
anyone
turbo
else see that?
boosters?
Ah, the old boathouse. Wish you could have
There's a tier one
experienced
in way.
crossing the lake as a first year.
Yeah, hopefully there's like upgrades I can do for speed, because this is like very slow. I know there's mounts, right? So maybe those are
Whoa.
just better.
Our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a while.
Aha!
Oh, I'm definitely going to play Dark and Darker pretty soon before the playtest ends.
Oh, well done! Have a moment?
Maybe a bit Sylvie and these nuts.
I say, I watched you fly through those
True,
rings.
these nuts.
You seem
Good
to
idea.
handle
Thanks,
yourself
Mr.
on that
J-Mac.
dusty school broom
And I mean,
well
it's
enough.
alright at best, J-Mac.
I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't properly met. I'm Everett Clopton. Am I right in suspecting that a Hufflepuff like you might be interested in some high-flying fun?
Yep.
Can't say no to that. What did you have in mind?
A bit of a detour, so to speak.
No, it'll be
Follow
after
me.
I finish this, Sylvie.
The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as... Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today.
Man, this guy is no good.
Nice to get above it all,
He
isn't
must
it?
have done the solemnly swear that I'm up to no good thing.
Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows, just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation. Now
Nice.
that's more like it. You sure you're not part hippogriff? There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And the owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
Thanks to resub or Joe.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Best hurry back. Looks like she's already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms. Dismount here.
And where have you two
Thanks to Prime
been?
Zoomify. Maybe there are, Mr.
Oh,
Cool.
hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I am disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough.
Thanks
Class
to
is
resub
finished
Slayer
for the
and
day.
Morbin. No, I don't know what that is, Sylvie.
As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Hey, thanks. And also thanks for taking points away from my house for it, so... Appreciate it.
Sorry about that
There's a
business
tier
with
1 mood.
Kagawa. But you have to admit, those views were worth it.
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I have to purchase a broom then.
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
First I've heard of that, Sylvie. That's wacky. What's the next quest, baby? What's next? Oh, we got 2. Surely I have a flu flame, right? You're so underleveled? I find that very hard to believe. I've done main quests and side quests.
I'd rather go alone.
Don't know how I'd be underleveled.
Why not? In fact,
What does this one do again?
Revelio. Levioso.
There it is. Thanks for resub Jerry and Pandas. And Mika. Give some musing.
Professor Weasley. Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Thanks for resub Crimson.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
Of
To you,
course.
Professor.
Thanks for resub Lemon. Prime DJ.
What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
Snuck
the house
past.
elf I was speaking to in my
Not
classroom.
sneaked,
your first day.
Professor.
Thought he might help you use the room.
Ridiculous.
Once you found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things.
Thanks for
here
5
in
years
the
sub,
room.
Sylvie. In Tier
I
1.
suggest you practice the wand
Fifth in
movements
Tier 1
first.
controversy.
Then you
Here's
can
some
clear the
terrapin.
chairs away.
There's some Glaze, Bush, and Denturius. And
Splendid.
Mosty.
Now, cast
give some collective.
Evanesco on those chairs. Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses
Thanks for
later.
some Kraken.
Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf?
I'll call his name.
Is that... Goodness. My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we
It's
locate
gonna be a
Deke.
trap.
Yes, Professor.
Oh, yeah.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Okay.
Levioso. Accio.
What good did that do me?
Revelio. Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
Like bits cool and Sylvie and Dojin.
An intruder! Stop them! No,
Revelio.
that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
That's alright.
How does anyone other than a
There's a
house
bit
elf
Evan,
manage to
Risa,
get
Mercy,
around
and
in here?
Toland.
What was that?
I'm farming
a
a lot
golden
of
stitch?
moonstone.
Perhaps you should summon.
New gear. Unidentified back item. Can't use that yet. There's a tier 1 Geo and the resub James and the Prime Jimbo.
Find out.
Accio. Revelio.
What's the point in coming over here? Moving that doesn't seem to do anything. Thanks, Risa Bragged.
Accio.
My gear slots are full. How goofy. That's an interesting idea, though. Casey. Thanks, Risa Braggedy, Cole, Lunar, and the Prime Spankin' Gamer. Ooh, that's a big one. He's a tier 1 C7. And the resub Abe.
Revelio. I hope that house elf can find us in here.
Ooh, okay. Thanks for the warning, Sylvie. Smoothie was good.
Yikes! Careful!
Huh? Oh, there you are.
Still got a
Wait
little
right
left.
there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here.
He's a tier 1 Yazzie from the resub Honey.
Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room.
He doesn't look a day over
I
200.
mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Man, his hair
course,
looks like the
Professor
cordyceps mouths from the Last of Us show.
The
Jesus.
room of requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deep-seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have
Thanks, Risa
accessed
Milan.
it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without
Here's a
distraction.
gift sub
Well
Brad.
then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
Thanks for the resub. Grr. Deke seems nice. The prime blue. Resub Hulk. The prime random.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing.
Oh, how convenient.
One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
Oh, it's shit. Unlucky.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
Agreed.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you.
Quick text message. Yep.
Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did.
Maybe.
Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
Alright. Where is it? Oh. I'm guessing the only thing that changes here is the cosmetics. Like the appearance of it. How do I rotate you? Looks good. I'll keep everything in the same theme. Which way does this go? Oh, that's too far. Ugh. Oh, man. Seems like it should be this way. No, it's this way. I forgot to actually place it, yikes.
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deek will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
Thanks, Risa Baron.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
I don't want to do the side quest. It's gonna be the next main. Thanks, resub Slinky. Yeah, knock at the cabin was okay. It wasn't great, it was alright. He's a tier 1 Scuba Steve.
Have you been in any other
Next to resub Urk. Prime Doki. Where the fuck is the quest? This is the one I was tracking. How did I end up back here? Ooh, leaves the 10 gift subs. Trabant. Appreciate it, man. There's a big drop. Thanks, your resub, Wixter.
Oi, can you help me?
You're so masterful. Man, everything has a little invisible wall on it. Can't even skip stairs. Thanks for gift sub, Shane.
Over here.
Hey, Sebastian, you little bitch.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment.
Easy,
in the
resub potato.
Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place.
And 5 gift subs feel good. Appreciate it, man.
This way. There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised. How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily.
Substorming.
We've never been caught.
I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin. One of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really?
Oh!
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic, but you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here.
Sounds great. Just give me all the forbidden curses.
It may take a while to get the feel for it.
These normie ones are lame.
Movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
I hope they have a brown note spell.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that a Confringo cast travels a bit farther than that of a spell like Incendium.
It's in gift subs, Trebant. Thank you for that, man.
Confringo! Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
That's it!
I think I've got it.
Well done.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I wouldn't
swore
have.
we'd never live it down.
I'm just kidding.
To this day, there's
Sounds
something
lame.
about that spell that's addictive.
The blast does heat things up. I see how you lost your eyebrows.
Makes you some
You'll
pure
get
win and
used to it.
baptize.
And Ominous and I used to practice down here for hours. The Undercroft was our retreat. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
That ought to put
Cheers.
some pep in her step.
By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what you told me. About the port key and Gringotts
There's the
and
prime
Ranrock.
coffee.
Nothing gets past you. And yes, it is. As I'm sure you suspect, there is a bit more to all of this.
I'm listening.
The prime Nick.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right.
That's something we've talked about, Casey. Maybe one day
I
we'll
can
do
see
it.
traces of ancient magic.
There's a
Ancient
resub.
magic.
Viewer.
I don't know what I was expecting to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can.
Right, thanks for the resub,
Fig and
Boyer.
I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
Yeah, I can throw boxes.
I don't know.
What do you mean I
Well,
don't know? I throw
when you do
boxes and I
know, tell
literally
me.
murder
I've been
things
studying
instantly.
archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime,
Thanks for your
with
tattoo.
both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to
Thank you, some
Feldcroft,
bumpkin.
I'll send you an owl.
Maui in space. What? Let me out.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe.
No, you
a
fucking
word
cuck.
about this place
I
to
found it on
anyone.
my own.
Not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
Trust me, Ominous. I won't say a word.
Thanks, Reese,
And
blackout.
Sebastian is
He's
a
a
good
bit
friend.
fear.
You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I
Yeah,
don't
oh yeah,
need
warp
you to
drives
tell
are
me
great.
about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help.
Why being such an asshole? It's just a
Sebastian's
fucking
going to get an earful
empty
about
room.
this.
Man, that room sucks too, by the way. Place can gargle my ass. Shit's boring in there. I don't know why you're getting all bent out of shape about me finding that. It's an empty cellar. Next quest, please. There's some soul. Thanks for the bits, Jaguar. Happy birthday, Ed. Thanks for the bits, Bloyd, and the resub cryo.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away.
Not really,
Eldridge
though.
Diggory's portrait in the common room told me about his great niece, Helen.
His great niece?
Yes, she used to be an Auror. Well, she took me to Azkaban to meet Anne Thisbe.
You went to Azkaban?
Quite an experience. But you see, Anne knew Richard Jackdaw before he died, so I had to find his ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
Why do you talk like that?
Jackdaw had followed the map.
Holy shit!
When I found the pages,
Everything
I
I
found the location
said,
on the map.
everything I always say to this guy, he's always like, "Oh, you did that?"
Why am I not surprised?
Everything's a fucking question back to me.
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
Actually, everything, every conversation I have with, like, anyone goes the same way. So, the statement, and that's where I found the missing pages. Why the fuck does he go, "The missing pages"? And he says that to everything. Fuck. Like, they don't have
The room
conversations.
is called the Map Chamber, by the way.
The Map
And
Chamber?
the portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think.
Thanks to resub, young man, Colonel, and Rebus. Oh, absolutely not, Sylvie, not even close. Maybe he's hard of hearing and just making sure he heard it correctly. True. Actually, so true. Maybe that is it. Now we're going to space. Fucking space wizards.
A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Percival!
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig?
How do
And
I
you,
do?
my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the portkey and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden.
He's a prime T-dubs.
Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted
5K
section,
bits
finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful. And do not tell anyone where you're going.
Man, this game makes me so tired. I was not tired until playing this. God damn it. Alright, just gotta muscle through it though. These are some bolts in the prime grab. There's the resub ambush. Hope you're doing well. Oh wait, wrong way. There's the resub net and factor. Yeah, I'll definitely be playing Dark and Darker pretty soon, but not tonight. Pardon.
Potato! Stupefied!
Why
don't you come and see what's sent?
Hey, good luck, Centaurs.
How unfortunate for you.
Confringo!
Thinking in terms of good and evil, maybe.
Use your broom. Can I use my broom in here? I thought it was just like...
Must have been quite stately in its time.
Like in the main hub. Forgot that I had that. How do I bring out my broom? Oh, I don't have a broom. I have to buy one. Who sells a broom? Hogsmeade? Okay, I'll go there after this. Thanks, Resub Riley. And the Resub Karma.
Over here.
Hello, Professor.
We're not alone.
We
are
are
Tony
not.
Baloney.
Ranrock's
Doge.
loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Agreed. Thanks, Resub
Well,
Orez.
this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
Disagreed. Just follow my lead.
Quickly now.
Confringo!
Oh, unlucky.
I suppose we could charge right into their midst.
Potato! Stupefied!
See, isn't this much better, Professor? Oh, they actually didn't see me at first.
There's something here. Ramrock says. Stop it!
How did the other guy hit me?
Stupefied! Incendio! Confringo!
Oh, unlucky.
Accio! Potato! Who do you think you are? I won't rest. Another there must be something here. Stupid one.
Damn it. That was kind of a waste. That guy was already low. There we go. See, wasn't that better, Professor? I think you wanted to use stealth like a bitch. Laughable. New scarf. That's a good scarf. That's a meaty scarf. This shit is trash, though. Exit Prime Halo. It depends. I'm just not a big Harry Potter guy in general, so a lot of it I just don't care about. I do like the combat, though. And the visuals.
Revelio.
Any Merlin trials? Man, they really shit out gear everywhere. Exit Prime Mint. The bits bristle.
Revelio.
I'm missing something?
Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
I will draw blood.
Levioso. Potato.
Levioso.
Accio.
There you are.
Levioso.
Let's get this over. Rubber up one.
Stupefy.
Much too slow.
That curse is really good.
Many goblins.
Well, it's not a curse.
Towards wizard kind.
When I hit someone with a stupefy, it curses them. So I do more damage, which is helpful. And another new nightcap. Thanks to Resub Chaotic and the Prime Kaj.
Oh, I'm glad that's over. Let's head inside.
Revelio.
Can't imagine the goblins know about the trials. They know that something is significant about this.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked.
I need Tier 1 Bristle and the Bits Christian.
An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
I need to sell this trash. I need Tier 1 Napalm and the Resub Instinct. I want more trash. Such a waste.
Revelio.
Welcome to Sambakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sambakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Commanded to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber.
Bye, Professor. Okay.
A reservoir of ancient magic. Downstairs, near the entry.
Speed run.
Revelio. I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section.
Oh, I thought there was gonna be huge loot back there. That's not right. Huh? My journey was fine though, I was still running. Maybe it just took a while to sink in.
I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section. Impressive. That must have done
Tier 1
something.
CEO.
Best have a look around.
And the resub. All ears. And the tier 1 Zintozino. Okay, hold on. Let me go to the bathroom real quick. Give me 2 seconds. Thanks to Prime Zach and the resub night. back. It's the resubbed spell.
More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different.
It looked like it was about to be some kind of boss fight, but I guess not.
These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time.
There's a huge lack of enemy variety so far as well.
Potato! Stupefy! Confringo! Stupefy!
Fighting knights. Oh, didn't even see that.
Levioso! Stupefy!
Thanks to resub Bach.
These look familiar.
The resub Muffy.
Accio!
I thought there was gonna be another one there.
Revelio!
Here's resub Jolin and Diamond. Damn it. My gear slots again, I keep forgetting. Oh, new spectacles. But those aren't going to be nearly as cool as the glasses I'm currently wearing. So they better be a big upgrade. And I'm going to keep my cool spectacles. Thanks, resub Cable, Slimy, Tico, and Raptor, and Valkyrie, and Glaix.
Revelio!
More statues.
Levioso! Accio! Confringo! Incendio! Levioso!
Oh, I thought that was done.
Confringo!
Not making this easy on me.
That's true, I could just transmog the items.
Accio!
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides.
Seems like it. I need tier 1 zombie, the resub. Juba.
Accio.
And tier 1 maximum bears.
What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different.
I think it's a tier 1 zombie. Don't remember if I said that or not.
I'll never get used to these floors.
Oh, a high society fedora. Oh, finally. Let's go. Now we're cooking. Time to get some pussy. I already said that. Man, this poor guy's getting it rough. Thanks for 5 your subs, maximum bears. Clean. What's this?
Revelio.
Thanks for your sub fame. Whoa. Oh, nice. Big speedrun strat.
Accio.
Oh, no, no, no. I didn't think it would actually let me do that. Here's a resub IDO. I'll grab it, whatever, I'm right here. God damn it! They give me too much gear, they're too sweet. Oh, new spectacles! So many spectacles! Oh, these are good. Yeah, fuck with those. Those are good. Better specs, better ingredients, Papa John's. Let's fucking go, baby.
Accio.
Where's the last one at? Oh, I probably have to go through the thing. Well, no, probably not. I don't remember. Let me see. What was on the other side here? Ah. How do I get through this without instantly falling? How do I make that go lower? Oh, wow. Maybe I do it this way. No. Well, actually. Oh, there's one over here. That makes it easy. I never saw this one. Okay, didn't grab it. God, son of a bitch. Exerisa Brune and Quest Pink and ADO. I already know I'm out of gear space. Time to delete something again. There's so many useless ones of these. Hate to do it for free though, when I could sell them later. Oh, it wasn't even gear. They bamboozled me. Exit Prime, Alex. More knights. Always knights. Damn, I can't just freely pass through quests. What?
Incendio. Levioso.
You son of a bitch. Brown Kool-Aid and give some hulls. fucking this guy up. Oh shit, I'm just gonna heal. I didn't even see that go up. Damn, this guy only has like 3 attacks. Pussy. Thanks a resub, gentlemen.
What a relief.
Oh, that was underwhelming, but at least finally something besides the same 2 enemies over and over again.
Another pensive.
New gear.
Revelio.
Anything else? No. Well, let me double check. Fuck it.
Revelio.
Exit Prime Chaotic.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
I don't like being a god.
I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it happened
Things
to
are
him
so baggy.
yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
Don't be ridiculous.
So much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
Have you tried talking to him?
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I
Things are
was
so
actually
mysterious.
hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
I couldn't see. My glasses are really fucked up.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here. More crystallized stone. That must be...
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the port key to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You'll need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of Sanbakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
Why?
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course.
Next to the subatomic.
Now then.
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next Pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ramrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
my studies. Yes, sir.
Man, fuck the studies.
Before you go...
Before I go what? What do you want, asshole?
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
Nice. Good morning, Hufflepuff. It's James Corden. Would like to do some carpool karaoke. What's the next quest? Hasn't come up yet.
I should ask Sirona at the Three Broomsticks about the goblin she was talking to the day of the troll attack.
Where's the broom store? Okay. Thanks to resub Baku and give sub Brad and the Prime Grim.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
It's this one, right? Where's the entrance? Thanks to resub West and the gift sub. Controversy in the bits carp. If you do the Sebastian side quest, you get the skull spell. What's the skull spell?
Come on in. Healing potions are a speciality here, should you need any.
Is this the broom one or no? Wrong one. Thanks to the resub Zoli. I'm just gonna mark it. Keep getting lost.
Ah, new
Revelio.
Wonderful.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spin Witches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows. Wind Whistles
Brother,
too.
I don't
No
care.
matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
Sounds quite the array of brooms.
Thanks a bit, Bear.
I'll have a look around. Thank you.
Oh, Vada
What are we looking for
Kedavra.
today?
Yeah, I'll go get that. They all cost the same. Can I sell here? Yeah, I can.
Nice doing business with you.
Okay, now I'm rich. Give me this one. It's kind of cool.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements?
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
I say sounds
Sounds
good.
intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Thanks to the
It'll be
recent
worth your
dopamine.
while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price. The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
Okay, I'll go do that real quick and then do the Avada Kedavra quest line. anything. Any flu flames close by? Cool, cool, cool.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Exhibits. Kanga and the resub Djinn. Again, I feel like this game is amazing for like big Harry Potter fans. And that's just not me. I just don't give a fuck. Like the Wizarding World, like I like the movies, but I'm not super into the universe, so a lot of it doesn't matter to me. The writing's not great with the characters yet. I think the story's pretty interesting, but the actual dialogue's kind of shit. The world's pretty beautiful, combat's fun. So, overall, it's alright. It's not bad. Oh, I totally forgot about the broom. I can use the broom now, right? How do I pull out the broom? Left bumper for broom. You just made me throw one of my evil cabbages. What a waste. Oh, I need to bring up the thing. No, I guess not. Oh, there it is.
Hey you, Hufflepuff.
What the fuck did you just call me? I'm James Corden. Bitch. Give me 2 seconds. I just heard Tiana go to bed. I'm gonna go say goodnight. Be right back. resub. Stupid and Scootser and the Prime Greninja and the gift sub controversy. Thanks for the resub, Luke. Oh, is it you?
Imelda Reyes? Albie Weeks sent me.
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt.
Thanks,
I
resub,
tried
Sinister.
to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve. Why is he roping you into his broom testing silliness? You've barely started flying from what I know. Caught wind of you showing off in flying class with Clopton.
I don't know what people have said, but I certainly wasn't showing off.
Tell that to the rest of the school. But it doesn't matter. Everyone knows that class is only for beginners, troublemakers, and bumbling baboons. But for some reason, now people think you're competition. Ugh, I can't be having that.
Perhaps I am competition.
You're not even Slytherin. Could be a useless squib for all I know. Enough of this. Only one way to find out who's the better flyer. I hold one of the fastest times on this course. Let's see if you can beat it.
One of the
Slytherin
fastest?
versus Hufflepuff.
Not even first place, not even worth my fucking time.
Actually, why not? I can beat your record.
I'm so looking
Thanks,
forward to
resub,
seeing you
Rinku.
lose.
Did it?
Holy shit. Whoa! I'm out of control. Man, the turning is wild.
This is rather fun. Excellent.
Okay, still looking good.
Success.
Hopefully there's a little room for error, because I missed one. Oh shit.
Excellent.
Wow, I have plenty of time. Trash.
This is rather fun.
Man, she sucks. Holy shit. Yikes. I think the Prime Keegan Kermit. Can I get flight test off of my screen in the bottom left?
That's not... You must have cheated, you... Oh! Fine. You won. Don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial.
Surely my win means something.
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
I beat your record by almost a minute.
Challenge accepted then.
Perhaps you have what it takes after all. We shall see. But don't get your hopes up. The next course near Irondale offers a much tougher challenge. You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is. You can check your time and start the race. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an errand for Albie Weeks.
Why won't flight test go away? I've already completed the fucking quest.
I suspect Mr. Weeks will be glad to hear how...
How many times do I need to hold that down? Oh, Albie! Albie, here I come.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
It's a good thing we have
Oh, you're back! With something to report, I hope?
Mr. Weeks, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Incredible! Miss Reyes must have been shocked. Tell me, how was the broom?
A little turbulent, and it's wanting for a bit of speed, but it fared well enough. I will say that it tended to drift a bit to the left on certain turns. Heard a slight swoosh when I dipped.
Oh, thank you. That's precisely what I needed to know. Drifted, eh? I shall get to work immediately. Even the naysayers will be forced to admit that my work's had potential all along.
I've always believed in you.
I'm excited to hear more.
I have a very good feeling about this upgrade. I guarantee you'll be pleased. Expect to hear from me soon. How to address the issue of altitude as it relates to speed?
What upgrade did I get? It hasn't told me shit. What did I get? Thanks, the resub, Crazy and Jedi. Oh, you don't get it? He's still working on it. Oh, gotcha.
Where they go?
Who are you?
Still talk about you taking down that troll in the village circle. You certainly made an impression.
Why won't you talk to me? Oh, it's locked. I just noticed. God damn it, why is it locked? Oh, I need to learn Depulso. Ah, Wingardium Leviosa as well. Descendo. Altering spell. Which one did you say teaches me Avada Kedavra? So I need to talk to Sebastian, but it's not one of my side quests. Thanks, Resub Dunkus.
Welcome back. I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you.
Oh, there's your
I truly
upgrade.
appreciate all of your help.
Damn, that's expensive. Holy shit. I'll pass. Thanks, big guy.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
I need the tier 1 squid and the Resub Salty.
Find myself.
Acquire and use a focus potion, acquire Maxima and Edurus potions and use them simultaneously. Oh. So I need to go to J. Pippin's potion, which is nearby. I think it's, yeah, it's this one.
These days, can't be too careful. Hello there. In the market for potions, are we? What can I do for you today?
1200? Shit. Fuck. Okay, let's go back to selling.
Very good. Never hurts to keep my stocks replenished. A wise decision.
Okay.
Thank you.
So now...
Revelio.
Grab this. There's a side quest here. I already have
What
the
can I do for you today?
Durus potion. What do I need for the recipe?
I hope to see you again. Farewell.
Where can I check recipe? You don't have to cook it yourself, just buy it. So it would seem.
What can I do for you today?
How much is it? That would have been cheaper. Okay, let's just sell the rest of this shit and I can afford it. Wait, I needed a Maxima potion, don't I? God, fuck,
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Maxima, Adurus, use them simultaneously, and then focus. I can't afford all that.
Hello, Mr. Pippin. You need help with it?
Yes, I do.
I'm skipping all this, I don't care.
You've no idea.
Well, it's so far away. So I have the Adurus recipe. I don't have Maxima. So let's just buy the Maxima and then I'll make the other two.
A wise decision. Thank you.
There's the Adurus, there's the Maxima, then I just need to make the focus. Okay, there's that done. Where's my room of requirement? Okay. Lacewing flies and fluxweed stem. Lacewing and fluxweed. Do I have any gold to afford that from the guy if he sells it? Oh.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have a good look around.
There's one.
A wise decision. Thank you.
I forgot. What was the other thing? Was it the Ashwinder? What was the other ingredient? I think it's tier 1. Exco. Fluxweed. He doesn't sell it, you sack of shit. You slippery scallywag. Where do I get fluxweed?
Farewell for now.
You buy it at the seed shop. So this one. I think it's tier 1 banana.
Welcome. Come on in. Now, where was I? Right. Oh, yes. Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with.
Shut the fuck up, Timothy. I'm busy. Can't you see I'm in the middle of important wizard business? Jesus Christ. Everyone's a real chatty Cathy today. Alright. We got there. Greatness takes time. All right. Give me that. All right. I just need to use it.
Excellent.
Done. All right. Potions class. Let's cook up some good shit. Thanks the resub boot. Man, I should have just fast traveled, but I've come too far now. I thought this was so much closer.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Doxy eggs as well. Potions when Professor Sharp.
Hey, what's up, bitches? I'm here for potion brewing. Thanks to resub tepid. Pardon, Professor?
How are your assignments coming along?
Can you hurry to your desk, please? I guess it doesn't matter.
I completed your assignments, Professor.
Good. You should be ready to learn Depulso. Let's see what you can do. Concentrate. Do not let your mind wander.
Thanks to the resub, Drippy.
You've got it now. If you'd like to practice, and I think you should, perhaps best not to go flinging your classmates about the halls. I suggest having a go at the enchanted books here.
Wiggenweld potion is not a cure, and no salve is a substitute for common sense.
What does this do? Oh, wow.
Well done. I'm glad to see that you seem staunchly determined to master your spellcasting.
Quest complete.
Still at it, I see. Well, repetition can be an excellent teacher.
Oh, it must already be done. I didn't even notice. Alright, now we can do this one. He's a prime shiny. And the resub beer.
Need, here I come.
I'll take 6 butter beers and don't ask me any
Hello
questions.
There. Nice to see you.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Sirona, please. And I was happy to help. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
I am too. You were speaking to a goblin here that day?
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
It seems as though you were on good terms with him.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now?
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly.
Aww.
Which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case,
Where is
I'd like to
Lodgok?
talk with him about Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
Thank you,
Well,
Sir.
I can't wait to meet Lodgok.
Please, give him my best.
What do you mean if I find him? You just told me where he is.
Enemies, but please, watch your back.
Why wouldn't I be able to find Lodgok? Does he hide during the day or something?
The work it takes to keep. Point of toilet.
Hello. Good to see you outside the castle.
You too, Amit.
Welcome to the Hog's Head. Any empty seat is yours.
Man, you will not believe this. Lodgok, he was just right next door. He was not far at all.
Hello, Lodgok. Sirona said I might find you here.
She did she? Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now I remember. The 3 broomsticks. Day of the troll attack. You're the student he's after.
I am, and I need to know what he and his loyalists are up to so I can stay a step ahead.
Let's say I did know. Why should I trust you?
Sirona trusts me, and she thought our interests may be aligned.
Spooky. And no, I haven't really been keeping up with the trial. There's the resub simp and the prime
Very well.
reg.
I may know of something that could
Resub
help us both. A way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
I'm listening.
Years ago, a heinous witch stole a sacred goblin relic. Rumor has it that it now rests in her sarcophagus, in a tomb accessible only by wizard kind. Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back. The relic could well repair the chasm between us.
Very well. I'll retrieve the relic if you promise to share Ranrock's plans with me.
We will have to trust each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn. Gather whatever supplies you may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
I'm not sure which is worse, a squib or a
Have
mud.
you ever heard of a mudblood being thought? Sentinels have never had much use for wizard kind, have they?
Shortcut. Oh, there's an invisible wall there. Taking the long way.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade? I'm ready.
Good. There's no time to lose.
Well, then why don't you jog? Why are you walking?
What precisely is the relic I'm to retrieve?
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of Urtgott. The witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins. Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Wizard kind see things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The difference is...
Brother, that is such a small difference. So they believe the true owner of something is the one who makes it, and we believe if you buy it, you own it. We'll never see eye to eye on anything. The bad blood runs too deep. We can't agree on who truly owns an item. You slime.
Kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today.
Why don't you just jog a little bit? Thanks to resub, haha, Android and the Prime Noodle. I can't. Oh, there we go. Now I can. It wasn't letting me before. But yeah, now I can jog. I don't think I could jog while he was talking. Thanks to resub, Rowdy, and the gift sub, Sushi.
Ah, and there it is. The witch's tomb.
Dreadful looking place, isn't it?
Not really, it's quite nice.
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. As a wand carrier, you should have an advantage. Now, before you set off, do you have any questions?
It seems Ranrock and Rookwood are conspiring. Why would that be?
I had heard this. When the dark-hearted conspire, they seldom make their full intentions clear to one another. I can only speculate, but I imagine their alliance is uneasy and quite fragile. Let us hope that ours is less so.
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck.
Thanks to the gift sub X-Code.
I will remain here, eagerly awaiting your return. Please, be careful.
I'm here for that helmet of Urtgott or something. I don't
It's
remember.
sealed. Revelio. Depulso.
Levioso.
What spell am I supposed to use here? Maybe one of these. That one. What spell is it? No, it's not even a spell.
Curious. Revelio. Incendio.
Why can't I capture the... Oh, because I'm not using the... pull spell. That's why.
Accio.
Why can't I pull this fucking butterfly to the door? Do I need to pull you? Alright. What else do we have? Probably not that.
Lumos. Merlin's beard. This can't be the witch's tomb. Likely I need to go further. Lumos. Accio. Lumos.
Looking good. Thanks for the bits again, Exco. That's a good point, though, Beer. That is a good point.
Revelio. Lumos. I have a feeling I'm not alone here.
Whoa! Zombies, huh?
Incendio. Stay back.
So much for needing fire spells when I can just call down a lightning strike. Gotcha.
Revelio. Cabalso.
Thanks to the resub Fritz and Churro.
Lumos. Revelio. Depulso.
There's something to move over
If
there.
I could power it somehow, it looks like it could be rotated.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to do that. Give me 2 seconds. What spells do I have that?
Lumos.
How do I get up there?
Revelio.
Can I interact with you at all? Probably not that. Thanks for the resub, or the, bits dumpy.
This has a moth imprinted on it. Same as the door. Lumos!
I thought I was supposed to use a spell, not a moth.
Depulso!
Oh shit.
Lumos!
Thanks a resub. Doobie and Gallagher.
What's that hanging there? Looks precarious.
Depulso!
Down I go. No other way.
Oh, some purple gloves. Yes, of course. Worthless spectacles. What a waste of my time.
Depulso!
Whoa, goddamn, Bobby. Jesus Christ, man. Thank you for the fucking huge 50 gift subs, bro. What did that give me? I opened that chest and got nothing. Thank you so much for that, Bobby. I appreciate that, man. Thanks to the resub, Johnny.
Oh. Oh.
Confringo. Looking good. Oh, you son of a bitch. Maybe some Jesse Saints. Finn and Matt.
Incendio. Incendio. Confringo.
Still more? Jesus. Oh, fuck.
Protego. Incendio.
Damn, I took a lot of hits. Exit tier 1 accidental and the resub Grievous in the Prime October.
Lumos. Depulso.
What? Why didn't I let me out? Really?
Lumos.
This looks even more complex.
Huh? What does? Where do these butterflies go? Where am I at? Oh, up there.
Depulso! Lumos. Lumos. Confringo.
Oh, misclick.
Lumos.
I don't think it would have mattered.
Depulso. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. Confringo.
I keep doing that.
Lumos. Making
Oh,
this
I can't
spin
hold that.
ought to raise that platform. That must be it.
What other options do I have? Can I grab it from there, I wonder? Let's see. There's probably a reason for that.
Lumos. Confringo.
Oh my god,
Lumos.
stop fucking doing that. Oh, that doesn't... What? Why didn't that work?
Depulso. Lumos.
There's definitely a reason this raises too. It's gotta be able to put it here. How do I... Okay, maybe not.
Depulso. Lumos.
What the fuck is the point of that raising? If I can't put one there.
Depulso. Lumos.
Come here.
Confringo.
Oh my god, stop fucking doing that! I just wanted to jump.
Lumos.
Where'd you go? What? Where is it?
Depulso. Lumos.
Where the fuck did it go? Wait, what? How did it go over? What? What am I doing wrong? It definitely has to go on this one, but I can't get it to stay here. Can't put it on the door because I can't activate the door. The reason that one raises, I'm pretty sure... Oh my god, stop fucking doing that.
Lumos.
If I put this on the door...
Depulso. Lumos.
No, swap. If I put this on the door, I have no way of getting this one back and coming up. Because I can't Lumos from a distance. So if I do this twice here, I can't reach it.
Lumos.
Doesn't reach. Which is why that one over there raises, because then it can reach. But I can't get it to stay there. Like, there'd be no reason for that to raise if I didn't use it. But for some reason I can't get one of these butterflies to stay. Doesn't make any sense. Maybe I'm really over... Well, there's just a free butterfly over here.
Lumos.
Well, I overthought that. I thought this was going to be an actual puzzle. It's not. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, wait. No, it's the same thing.
Lumos.
Does this one stay here? That one does.
Lumos.
The witch's final resting place. Lodgok said the helmet was a dead Ashwinder. Better show this to Lodgok. I know there's a mechanism to open this door.
These are some Dingus, Havoc, and Hugh. Ma.
Lodgok, the sarcophagus had been raided. I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn! They got here first. We need to get it before Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone. My fighting days are behind me.
I'll head there now.
Good. There's no time to lose. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage, no matter how small, with Ranrock. To think those wretched thieves have their hands on such a relic.
Come here, assholes.
The Ashwinders.
Another dead human being. Because fuck them. Oh.
Lumos.
Oh, I need to. Oh god, wait.
Ah, there you are. Incendio. Incendio. I should warn you.
You son of a bitch. Can you stop? I'm trying to kill the other guys, so it's just you and me. Can you fucking stop? I'm just trying to kill the Ashwinders. I'm just gonna kill this guy. Holy shit, this guy's such an asshole. He's not even going for them. That hit? What a piece of shit. He's a recent Bua.
Lumo, incendio! Expulsion! Potato! Stupefy! Stupefy! Confringo!
Fuck you, buddy.
Everyone gets lucky now and then. Stupefy!
I'm just gonna keep doing this.
Expulsion! Confringo! Expulsion! Rookwood don't go down easy! Expulsion! Levioso!
Confringo.
How embarrassing. Man, you look real fucking dumb now. We could have had a truce. I just wanted to kill the Ashwinders, man, but whatever.
Stupefy. Confringo.
Expulso!
Stupefy.
Quite conductive, aren't we? Die for that.
Shame that you saw that. Revelio.
Anything? Thanks, resub Boily.
That's it.
Got it.
This is for Rookwood! Ha! Another pitiful beast caught in my trap.
Depulso.
Man, Rookwood is gonna be so disappointed in his assassin. Holy shit, that was awful.
Leviosa. Stupefy. Depulso.
Good work.
Nobody will believe I defeated an Ashwinder by myself.
He's a tier 1 Andrew.
I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Well done. This is sure to impress Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings, the contour of the profile, remarkable.
He's Brian Porky.
It looks stunning, Lodgok. I see why you wanted it back.
You did the thieves a service by recovering it. I know many a goblin who would have killed for it.
Ah, then I am glad to be rid of it myself.
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you. We shall speak soon. Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
This guy strikes me as a bad guy. Thanks to Brian Izzy and the resub. King. Which one of these couldn't I wear? Was it a sky? I don't know what it was. Thanks for the bits, formidable. Appreciate it, man. Go to beast class. How far is he? I don't know, like six hours ish. I think, maybe. Something like that. I don't know what side quest that was.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Thanks, resub uncle and or the prime uncle and the resub blunt. Yeah, it's kind of far away. Did I just go to a bad flu flame? Man, I'm fucking dressed like Freddy Krueger out here. Got that Freddy Krueger drip.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy. Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe.
Oh! Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye on his tongue.
Jack and Comet in the bits again, blunt.
You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches.
Holy shit, what is all this? Oh, these are spells.
Experience. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better.
How cute.
I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news.
Blood.
He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the measles in the farthest pen?
This way. The measles are over here.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
And stay out, you bastard.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help.
In
Let's
the
carry
tier
on.
1, Andy.
Feed and brush the measles just as you did with Gerald.
Oh, do I have to go in order?
The measles really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out.
Exhibits Destiny.
Now, where is our new student?
You're looking at me.
Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
Superb.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
It's up to me.
An optimistic idea. Now, why
I'll
don't we
murder them.
focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Of course, Professor. Of course, of course.
Hey, over here. Come on.
What, Poppy? Jesus fucking Christ. What? What do you want?
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
Oh, is it gonna be one of the centaurs?
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would.
Hey, this is Bill. Yeah, he's just a half man, half
I wouldn't
horse.
take just
really.
anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead.
Thanks, Larissa Bulgarty.
Stand back.
Oh, is it gonna be a hippogriff? Knew it. Called it.
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but dreadful busybody.
Bye, Highwing. It was lovely to meet you. Thanks for eating my food.
So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason
Thanks,
students have been seeing
Recept
hippogriffs flying
crayons.
above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Thanks, Resub Crab Cakes. Bye, Poppy. Thanks to Prime Daisy. Where's my other quest? Level 14. And Alamahora. What is it? Alamahora or something? Descendo. What's Defendo? I'll just do this one, the Descendo one, that should be easy. I seen one enemy. There's a resub Jolly of Fun and Junji in the Prime Juan. Here's somebody.
Levioso! Depulso! Yes.
Alright, I'm out.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
This one seems closer than... No, actually, maybe that one's closer. I think I'm 7 hours into the game now-ish. Somewhere in that general ballpark. Don't remember exactly how many. But somewhere in there.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
What? Where is this class? Oh. Up this ladder. Thanks, resub Genghis Khan. I heard the game was 20 to 25 hours.
So knowledgeable. I hope those assignments...
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
There will be hardship, I'm sure of it. But I see triumph in the end.
A measured perception. Very wise. Nothing worthwhile is ever easy, and that is why such futures are worth striving for. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance.
Well, thank you, Professor.
If that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your targets. You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy? Descendo! Excellent! I think you have it.
Nice, level 14. That's enough. I can do the next main. Thanks, Resub, Gautham. Need a mod where you join Voldemort. He's not alive during this time. He's a tier 1 realist.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Alright, I'm just so fucking tired. I think I'm gonna go to bed. Tomorrow I'll probably start streaming this earlier so I don't get as tired. Alright, thanks for tuning in. To new subs, welcome aboard. Sub means a lot. Thanks for subbing. Enjoy the emotes. Have a great rest of your evening, everybody. And sleep well if you're going to bed. Thanks again. Here, who's streaming? I'll throw you to Caleb. He's doing Dark and Darker. Alright, thanks again. See you tomorrow.